Java underscore home, then this particular thing. C program files Java JDK 21. No bin here. Whereas in case of path, we are going to add one bin. So Java JDK 21/bin. These are the two environment variables we are going to set. Where do I set the environment variables? Go to this PC, right click on this blank space, go to properties, just search for something like this environment. So edit system environment variables. Here I am seeing something like environment variables. Then under system variables, you can select it, set it. So Java home, then followed by path. These two things you are going to set it. Edit path, add it here. Okay. Given cancel, so it is not changed. So once after setting it, you will be able to see that when I type cmd. When you search for Java, suppose if you guys type Java C in your machines, you will not see this particular response what I am seeing. So you will be seeing something else. So it will say Java is not identified as a command. So Java -version. So when I run it, say it says, hey, Java version 21.0.1. So we are working on Java 21 version. So this completes our Java setup. Just remember guys, this is just Java setup. So here we have just installed Java development kit now. After that, we have set environment variables. Environment variables. So then these are the environment variables I have set. Java home, this one, then this particular thing. Okay. And okay. So then, so okay. We have something called IDEs. Okay. This particular IDEs are the tools used to make our life easy. Okay. Suppose without any IDE, how do I write a Java program? How do I execute it? So this is how I am going to write a Java program. Let me show you. Suppose yesterday we have seen something online compiler where we are running the Java program. Here, let me show you how we are going to write a Java program. Suppose this is my Java file. Suppose I want to run something. So if you don't have IDE, integrated development environment, this is the tool, nothing to do with your Java. Okay, they are the tools which will compile, execute, debug, help you make your jobs easy. So we will see how do we run. So write code. Suppose if I want, so I'm adding something without IDE. So let me save this. What I have to do after making changes, so the syntax. So now I have written my Java program. Okay. Let's say there is no Java .class file. I've deleted it. This is my Java program. I have written and pasted in one particular location. Now, how do I compile this Java program which I have written? So to compile this, maybe you have to remember Java C. Java C is to compile any .java files. So after compilation is completed, you see .class file is getting generated automatically. It was not there earlier. Okay, it was not there earlier. After compilation, you will see .class file getting generated. It is not in our understandable format. I have told you again. Now we have just compiled. Compiled means the high level language which we have written, it has got converted into a low level system understandable language. This particular thing, few lines which I have written now got converted into this particular thing. So system can read it, not us. Okay. Why we should compile? Only after we compile, then the system can understand only the compiled file. So if I want to run, I have to do something Java. So I cannot run this .java file. It will be in a high level language. If I want to run, I have to run dot class file, which is nothing but a byte code. Okay, Java. So need not mention this. Just mention this bunch. That should be fine. Okay. Java hello world. Hello world means it will internally pick dot class file and you will get the output. So these are the print statements we have added. If you see yesterday, I have told you print statements looks like the system dot out dot println. So these two print statements, where are we seeing? After the code gets executed, we are seeing it here. Okay. You have to undergo this particular painful process without your IDE. Okay, integrated development environment. So there are few IDEs where you can use. It is of your choice. Okay, Java is one particular thing developed by Oracle. IDEs are developed by multiple people. There are some few good IDEs we have. One is IntelliJ. This is also one integrated development environment. There is one more thing called Eclipse. There is something PyCharm. So many things are there. For now, we will be using IntelliJ. This you have to install again. That link also I will be sharing. Okay. Here is the, so for now I have tried with IntelliJ. That is a good one. In organization also you will be writing IntelliJ, using IntelliJ or Eclipse more or less. Suppose if you are using writing code, Python code, then mostly used will be PyCharm or something that you will be using. So what is the benefit of using this particular IntelliJ? Why IntelliJ should be used? So here you need not compile. Okay, suppose what will happen in case of a IntelliJ? Suppose I made a mistake. My println spelling is incorrect. Suppose if I run this, it says, hey, something is wrong at line 8, and at this particular location something is wrong. It is throwing me Java cannot find a symbol, method name print PRITLN, that is not found. It is throwing me a error. So and it is also highlighting here. So this particular features will be available in IDE. Suppose if I do the same mistake, it will not point out that quickly. Okay, if we have to undergo, suppose if I remove that, if I try to compile it again, see, while compilation it throwed me an error. After compiling it, it has thrown me error saying same thing. It has told me, hey, the method println is not found. But here, even so compilation happens then and there itself. Okay, when I make any mistake, it will be pointing us. Okay, now the error got resolved. When I make a error, it will straight away point out. Automatically, your code is getting compiled when you use this particular IDEs. Current one which we are using is called IntelliJ. So you have to install this IntelliJ as well. So this is a community edition, guys. There is one more thing, paid edition. Don't go for the paid edition. Paid edition. Okay, this is a free edition, so free version you can use it. Okay, we will be running all our programs in this particular IDE itself. So first thing, in case of, there are 3 steps you are going to follow in case of installation. First, you will download Java from Oracle website. Then you are going to set environment variables. Then you are going to download IntelliJ, which is an advanced tool which is help us to write a code. Okay, this tool will not come with your Java this thing. Okay, they will not contain JDK. Okay, you have to install your JDK. Then you have to point out where you have installed in your, suppose I have installed a Java in my D drive. So to IntelliJ, we have to make sure, hey, IntelliJ, go look for this particular Java in this particular drive. So those activities you have to do. You can try it today. I will be sharing this particular steps with you guys. So you can copy right now. So this completes our installation part. Maybe end of the class, if you can download both of things, we can check. And coming back to IntelliJ, so when you create a project, the structure looks like this, something like this. Okay. Under source, you will see our programs installed, and it is using some library, which is our Java library. For now, this tree diagram will look more or less for everyone same. The name of that I have given as project one. Okay. So here is our program, first program. So if I want to run this, right click on this, run. So now I have given print statements. So like I've told, each Java file will look like this in this particular fashion. First you will see, and one more thing guys, it is always advised to have your .java file name and your class name. Class name is hello world, and your .java file name should be same. It is advised. You can have it different names also, but it's at least it is most advised to have both of them same. Okay. For now, you just think this name, file name. The file name is hello world.java and the class name is hello world. These both should match. So I cannot use hello world one. Okay. You will get errors. For now, you just remember the class name and your file name should be same. Then yesterday we were discussing about the data types. Anyone just speak up what all the data types you can recollect? First thing we know is primitive data types and derived data types. What are the data types? Primitive data types we have seen yesterday. Anyone, at least one data type?
Hello.
Yeah, speak up.
Yeah, in primitive there will be character, boolean, integer, float.
Correct.
In
Anything
integer,
else apart from that?
yeah,
Yeah,
in integer there will be four, like byte, short,
correct. Uh,
long.
yeah. So correct. You are absolutely right. So again, we int sorry, in integer type we have something byte, short, int, long. Four we have, and apart from that, here we have again four. Um, this is integer. We have four categories again: byte, short, int, and long. So these are the things we have. So in Boolean, we have something only Boolean char. And one more thing, this will store only integer type of data. To decimal, we have something float, double. So these are the primitive data types which we have in Java. So one example quickly. So I have told you how do we declare a variable and how do we initialize a variable. So to declare a variable, we are going to give what is the data type int I and the variable name here. Variable name I and value I'm going to assign. So the left side of the equals to become declaration. What data type it is, what is the variable name, and the right side becomes initialization. We are going to assign it with some values. We are going to assign it with some values. So let me take out a print statement. So to print this particular 10, I'm using the variable name. What happens now in your memory when during execution, I will create a memory block. Memory block will be assigned with this particular name I. One memory block in the sense memory address. It will hold the data 10 and it will have some memory address stored in I. So when you print this I, data present inside that memory block will be returned here. So when I run it, so 10 got printed here. So boolean will save only true or false, character will hold only one character, and decimal, anything which is having the decimals after that integer, after point whatever we have, those details will be saved in float or double. Byte will store 8 bits of data, short will store 16 bits of data, integer will store 32 bits of data, long can hold 64 bits of data. So yesterday we were seeing long L is equals to, let me print, this is a big number I tried to give. So if you want to save something very huge, I think double is the max one you can try here using it. Double can store really big numbers. So don't think it as 1.28. We have something e to the power of 28. So it is a huge number printed in that particular fashion. Okay. So so far we have seen primitive data types. Let's see now derived data types. Derived data types. In derived data types, the first thing we see is string. Suppose so far we have not seen anything which will hold string data. So these are the primitive data types. Derived data types, we have something like this: string s is equals to, so string is a derived data type. So if you see the int is highlighted in something like orange color, maybe here if you see the string, it's not highlighted. So to derive data types will not be highlighted in this particular fashion. Primitive data types will be highlighted. Anything I write, even char, boolean, so it will be highlighted like this, or boolean. So they are available. Okay, so the string is a derived data type. Apart from strings, we have something called arrays. Maybe later on you will learn array list or any other thing which array list, or array list will be part of collection. Okay, and any other user defined. How do we are going to define, we will see in the later stage. For now, string you can consider as part of a derived data types. So totally how many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Totally 9 data types we are seeing in this particular Java. Currently, just remember 9 data types. One is character, boolean, byte, short, int, long, decimal. So in decimal, float, and double. So these are the 8 primitive data types and 1 derived data type we have. Derived data type is nothing but string. For now, we will see string. Array is also some part of derived data type. We will see that later. For now, so these are the data types. Now, if I ask you to print your name, which variable data type will you use? Anyone? Name can be stored in what data type? Name of a person. Answer, guys. Suppose I want to create a variable name. So what should be the data type for that?
Character.
Okay. What is the rule for character? Can it store multiple characters?
Single is the answer.
So if I do like this, name is Java. Let's say the name is Java. So it is throwing me some error. What is it saying? Hey, too many characters. Character can hold only one particular value. I mean, one particular character. So character cannot hold multiple things. Suppose if I say gender. So for gender, what data type we can use? Character, because gender can be something M or F. Okay, suppose for name, we strongly advise string. String name is equals to, because here, Java. Suppose if I ask you the question, how can we save our age? What data type are we going to use? I want to store some age of a person. This is a variable name. What data type? Should I use character for age or string for age, boolean, integer, or
Integer.
integer? Correct. I'm using integer. So let's say the age is 10 for now. Okay. Suppose if I want to save, okay, salary. Okay. Let's say salary. Okay. How do I save salary? Okay. Sorry. Marks. Okay. Marks. Let me say marks. So how can we, or percentage, let me say percentage.
Same integer it comes.
Percentage, how can we store? Whatever will be the ideal data type for percentage? Should I use integer or should I use float?
Float.
Float. So percentile will have something zeros. Suppose let's say
Integer.
integer cannot hold something zeros. Okay, integer will not hold zeros. Decimal value, I mean, integer cannot hold decimal value. Whereas this percentage, let's say
Then
is 65.57. So
Yeah,
this
then
type
float.
of, yeah, this, just a minute. Or sorry, float, float or double, anything can be used. 65 point. Okay, float or double. I'm just suggesting. So double also can hold. Suppose what else? If I want to make save something like school name. Sorry, address. How can I save it? What data type should I be using is the question.
Character. So it's string maybe.
Yeah, string, because we are storing more than one character. Okay, so then ideally string is the right option for us now. String address is equals to be something Bangalore, India. Okay, now we will write a small program. We will check age of this particular person, age. If it is even, we will print something. If it is odd, we will print something. Okay, so we will write a program. The age is even. If it is okay, the question is check if the age is even or odd. How do we do that? So in Java we have something called if and else. So what they does is, if some condition we are going to provide, just listen. So there is something called else. Condition not required. So I have to provide my statement. I'm going to provide my statement. So how do we find out whether this particular age is odd or even? So to do that, let me do one thing. So, there is one more way of doing, guys. So let's see how the debug works. Okay, what is the debug? Let's see. Okay, here it is throwing me error. So the syntax for to check whether it is. Okay, how do we debug? So what is a debug? To execute line by line and to understand what is happening in our code, we use this particular debug mode. Okay, let me run. What happens? It will execute line by line from wherever you have mentioned. So if you see, this is my console. Console will print the output. Now what is happening? Instead of executing the entire file, we are trying to run line by line. Okay, let's see what is happening. So Java class has started from this main method. Within a class, we have something main method. Okay, Java will always look for a main method, and we have started running our program. So now let's see, line by line it is executing. Commands it's not going to execute. See, after executing that print statement, we have seen something hello world. Then now what happened? See, internally memory got created and named it as I. Within that memory, we have saved something 10. That happened when this particular line got executed. Same thing again for all data types. Now we are printing D. So whatever there in the D is holding this particular value that has got printed. So same thing happens, string. So all the variables we have done, they will be present in the Java memory. Okay, though you have not used, but internally, yes, memory addresses are created and their value will be stored. Now we have done. So now, as part of a small program, we are seeing how to write if and else. Okay, so to do that, we want to check whether the given age is even or odd. Okay, we want to check whether the given age is even or odd. So 10 percentage 2 means what happens? The remainder, so 10 percentage 2 means it will give us the output. Reminder output will be given. Maybe small days back. So 10 percentage 2 means what happens? Simply it looks like this. Maybe old days. You know this, right? 2 5s are 10. The when you subtract this, there is nothing left. 0 will be the output. And here 2 5s are 10. This left out, you will see something, and this will return as an output saying 0. Okay, when you do something 11, you will see something different output. When you see something 11, when I execute this in debug mode, you can re-execute those statements. How do we do that? Control Shift I. So okay, the 11 percentage 2 will return something, some different output. This is called percentage. We call it as modulus symbol. So what it will return? It will just return the output. So here, if you see, here the remainder is 0. If I do the same thing for 11, it will look something like that. 11, 2 5s are 10, and the remainder will be 1. So this particular percentage symbol will give you the remainder. So if the remainder is 0, so 11 percentage 2 is 1. 1 equals to 0. 1 equals to 0. True or false? 1 equals to 0 or 1 equals to, yeah, false. You're right. So it is false. So it is trying to go into the else block. What the syntax is here, if the condition is true, then if part will be executed. If the condition becomes false, then the else part is going to get executed. So to know the age, what we are doing, if the age is even or odd, what we are trying to do, modulus of 2. Suppose 100 modulus of 2, you will get 0. So it will go into even part. So this particular if condition. So here instead of 11, I will just write age percentage 2. Our age is 10. So 10 is a even number. So whenever 10 modulus 2, you will get an output saying 0. There is no remainder. That means it is a even number. I will print something. The given age is even number. Okay, here I will print some, in else block I will print some other thing. The given name is odd number. The given age is odd number. So when I run it, so now here the age is 10. We have not done any changes, and we have written something if else. Okay, syntax for if looks like this. If provide your condition, whatever condition you want, provide that particular condition, some condition which you want to verify. Then what we need to do, open the flower brackets, write the statement 1, statement 2, something like that, statement 2. Then if you don't want, if condition fails, you can provide else. If you think it is needed, or if you think it is not needed, just give the if condition alone. If you think, hey, here I want to check else condition also. What if the age is not even? I want to check whether, so I want to, if it is not even, it is obviously it is odd. So I will write some other statement 3, the something statement 4. Okay, so the syntax looks like this. If condition, if is condition not satisfies, what happens, code will go and execute the else part. So this is the syntax. So if some boolean condition, okay, you cannot say if something like this. Okay, if you cannot say C, it will say, hey, this is character type of data. The condition should be always boolean type of data. Boolean type of data, it should have an outcome of true or false. It should have an outcome of true or false. Boolean condition should be provided here. Let me remove this. Let me rerun our program. Now I've decided some person age is 10, and I'm just checking whether the given age is even or odd. So here the given age is even number. Okay, this is unnecessary. This is show you how it will work. Okay, so when you run this internally, what is happening? 10 percentile 2 will return you 0. 10 percentage 2 will return you 0. 0 equals 0. Suppose, hey guys, there is a thin line difference between this and this. Okay, b equals just a minute. What is the age we have declared here? Sorry, what is the age we have assigned here?
10.
10. So 10 equals to 10. Is that true or false? 10. Within age there is something 10, and to the right side also you have 10. 10 equals 10. True or false?
True.
True. So if I run, so here the given age is even number. So this condition is matched and this particular thing is executed. Just remember, guys, age equals to 11. So 1 equals to, if you see, that means you are assigning the data. 1 time equals to symbol means assigning the value. So that is what we are doing. Gender equals to M, name equals to Java, age equals to 10, percentage equals to. So if you're doing something twice, so if you're using equals to twice, it is called comparison. When you compare, you will get something, output will be true or false. Okay. Outcome will be true or false. Okay. Outcome will be true or false when you compare it. How do I compare it? I have to use 2 equals equals. If you see, if I remove this, it is throwing me an error. Hey, there is no boolean output. It says required type is boolean, but you are just giving age here. So that's not it. So if syntax is violated here, within if you have to mention true, or you can mention false, or you can do something like this. Age equals to 10. Age equals to 10 is comparison. This we are trying to compare with this. Or you can do to check any odd even, what you have to do, number percentage 2. If number percentage 2 equals to 0, then it means even number. The remainder will be 0 only for even numbers. So here, when we do modulus with 2, the outcome should be 0. Any number, when it is done with modulus of 2, it should give us no remainder. The remainder should be 0. Then it is called even number. Okay. If that condition is not matched, then it is called odd number. So we can also use something. Maybe tomorrow class we will check. So for now, tomorrow class, I strongly suggest you to install your Java on your machines. Step 2, Java, install Java. Yeah, I will share it right away. Hope I have already shared it.
Can you share the notes, please?
Yeah.
Yesterday's also.
Yesterday's not having it. Yeah, sure. I will just share. I will share the data types also. What is the data types we have? Primitive, derived. So that notes. Yeah, I will share it with you guys. So for now, just remember. So far we have done nothing. So we have just started installing our Java. Then we have understood how the Java works. So quick recap, Java will contain 3 components. One is JDK, which will include everything: Java runtime environment, Java virtual machine, everything is present in JDK. Suppose some developer has written and he has just shared me his code. I just need Java runtime environment to execute his code. I'm not going to look into that code. I will just ask my computer to run it. In that case, I need Java runtime environment alone. Within Java runtime environment or within JDK, inbuilt we are going to get Java virtual machine. Okay. So this is the hierarchy, or the way Java has been developed. Okay. Currently, we have installed JDK and we are using IntelliJ as an integrated developer environment. So what is this used for? It will assist you in compiling your code, finding out your errors, suggestions. Suppose if I want some suggestions, see, it's suggesting me out. Else, without this IDE IntelliJ, we can still write our Java code in Notepad plus plus, or in something with our Notepad also we can write. Okay. So I have saved this as .java. So we can write in this particular fashion also. Then what we need to do, these are the commands. Okay. These are the commands to execute it. Java C, then provide the Java file name. Compilation will happen. To execute, do something, write Java and the file name, then it will execute. And one more thumb rule, we have to name our file name and class name, both are same. Each Java file will have a class, public class hello world. This is the file name hello world.java. Okay. And execution always begins from a main method. The syntax, so now we have seen these are the variables. The left portion will be defining, it is called declaration. The right portion is called initialization. We are assigning some values. This is the print statement, system.out.println. What happens? In the console, you will see the output if you write the print statement. Else, code will still execute and it will run, but you will not see any output. For ourselves to understand whether the code is executing or not, we are printing something. And if else we have seen. Within if, you are going to provide some condition, open the flower bracket and write the statements what you want. Then you can write multiple statements. Okay, anything within this particular scope will be executed. Okay, then if condition is not satisfied, here you cannot give anything. You have to give boolean type of data. If this condition is not matched, then ideally it will go on sit in this else part. Okay, else part. So how do I run it? So right click, run. We have seen simply debug. It will be helpful for us. So if you see, twice odd as printed, because in this we have in else part I have written two statements. Okay, I've changed my age to 11 here. 1 equals to means assigning the value to that particular variable. 2 equals to means you are comparing something with something. Left side data you are comparing with right side data. If it is matching, you will get a true as output. If it is not matching, you will get false as an output. So if true condition comes as an output, if condition will execute. If it returns a false output, then else part will be executed. Okay. So far this is the ones we have seen. I will be sharing this Java file also, so you can work on this. So for now, I'm just ending up class. So I just want to know what if you have any doubts, be it silly or something, maybe you can ask me. Speak up. Maybe I will take it as a no. Okay, tomorrow same time we will catch up then. Okay guys, see you tomorrow then.
Okay.